1, 2.
Action!
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom bap the melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it.
Fuck LeBron! Fuck everybody on LeBron! When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga!
Yeah. Live and direct on your YouTube screen. It is your favorite Knicks and Ish panel. Y'all already know the vibe. I am the one and only Parlay Lord, aka Fraz Taz, here in the building. But of course, we got the one and only Mrs. Knicks in the building. Y'all already know what it is. And of course, the one and only spark plug of the show himself. When we finally get this firework together,
thank you,
it'll work one day.
I'm a spark plug.
Our beloved host here at Knicks and Ish, the one and only T-Time in the building. Shout out to the panel. Let's see who. Wait, matter of fact, let me do my normal shtick first. Press like for your favorite panel. Sharing as always. Kara, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is set to all so you get all notifications when Knicks and Ish goes live. Who's in the comments? Let's see.
Yeah. I ain't got my laptop open, so I can't.
Oh, I got y'all.
Well, let me see.
First. Here we go.
Nah, I'm talking about Knicks fans in here. I'm like Jimmy J1. What up, cuz? We see you in the building. Go get her 550 in the building. Michael Brown is in the building. We see you. Matty Ice, Matty Smooth is in the building. Shout out to Matty Smooth for the pull up. Michael Pringle is also here in the building. You know what I mean? Oh, and also, by the way, y'all, don't forget, we do take precedence with super chats over here. So even if you choose to donate as little as $1, your super chat will be recognized, and we will literally stop in the middle of what we are doing just to highlight your comment on the super chat. We've done it time and time again. We will do it again. Okay? So please be advised, y'all.
Before you keep on going into your shit, especially tonight. You know what I mean? We got a lot to talk about tonight. I want y'all to continue to comment, but super chats is going to take super precedent tonight.
Yes. We
got a lot of shit to say.
I wasn't about to be
cursing, but go ahead.
No, you're good. I was getting to that point that we were not going to disregard comments just because we're taking precedence over the super chat. But you said that for me, so we're good there. Man, y'all. Well, I will say it like this. Nostalgic Nick in the building. We see you. I will say it like this, y'all. Our season is over, but it was one hell of a season regardless of the fact. But we did finally get eliminated tonight by the Pacers, 125-105. You know, a lot could be said about this game, but of course, I'm not going to start. I'm going to let the panel go ahead and tell you how they feel first, and then we're going to get back to the parlay. So just take it away.
As per usual, I'm going to start. You know what I mean?
Oh, never mind. Well, sometimes Sid starts, but, you know, lately you have. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been here. You know what I mean? So
you ain't lying. I ain't here. I missed 2 episodes. But I had to come back for the last one.
I'm going to start by saying this. If you in the comments tonight and you got hate in your blood, tread lightly. I'm on one. For real. Don't be the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen. I promise you it's going to go down tonight. For sure.
Thanks,
I mean, that's how we're going to start, right? And then we're going to go into this, right? Before I start saying my goods, my bads, and the uglies, I'm disappointed but yet proud all at the same time. All postseason, they said what we couldn't do. where we wouldn't go. Not even all postseason, all season. They said we would not be in the Eastern Conference Finals. They said that wasn't going to happen. We couldn't beat the Clevelands. We couldn't beat the Bostons. We would not be here. And then the playoffs start. And then they told us we couldn't beat Detroit because they're playing too good. They're young, they're hungry, they're deep. Tibbs play our guys too many minutes. And we beat them. Then here comes Boston. And they said, hey, y'all for sure not going to beat those guys. Y'all probably going to get swept. And at the very least, gentlemen swept, right? Then we take 2 in Boston. Oh, you guys are lucky, and y'all won't win another game. Boston won that game, and they said we for sure Cook Darlene is in the building. What's the word? Then they said that we wouldn't win another game after Boston won game 3. And guess what we did? We packed Boston up. There go my guy, Cav. You feel me? What up, cuz? First of all,
What up, cuz?
First of all, if you in the building, you should already be saying "What up, cuz" in the comments. For sure.
What up,
Yeah,
Wow.
I
As
mean,
soon
I
as he
need that
walk
in the.
in.
I need that in the comments. I need what
That's
up,
the
cuz, in
originator
the
right
comments.
there. That's the
You know what I mean?
originator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
man?
So
What up, y'all?
yeah, they said we wasn't gonna win another game against Boston, and we did. Right? I guess mofos could be happy at being right.
I
You know,
got him.
1 out of 3 times. You feel me? You could be wrong 1 out of 3 times, and I guess in media world you look like a genius. But I'm proud of this team, man. I'm proud of the fight that they put up. You know what I mean? And shout out to them. You know what I mean? Shout out to the New York Knickerbockers for giving the fans, hope and the best thing to cheer about for the last 25 years for sure. Right? Now, let's get into some bullshit. Right? Cat sold us tonight. Josh Hart sold us tonight. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Josh Hart in this series act like he forgot how to play basketball. And you know, I love Josh. And I'm not trying to shit on him to the point where I want him off the team. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's kind of a blaring thing when you get interviewed and you talk about you start a new series of TV shows and stuff like that, and we losing games, and you playing like shit, right? That no, not TV shows or video games. Oh, he just started a new My Player on the show, and he locked in on that right now. But you get out on the court and you turning over the ball every time you turn around. I don't like that. Again, love Josh Hart. Want him on my team next season for sure. You know what I mean? But that is the stuff that kind of irks my nerve as a fan. Like, dog, I don't want to hear about your road to the show character when you playing like shit in the playoffs. You feel me? I don't. Cat may have been hurt today, but Tibbs should have made the adjustment. Cat clearly didn't have it tonight. I think we should have went back to Mitch way sooner because Mitch was playing phenomenal basketball tonight. I think we should have went to Landry Shamet tonight because he was playing phenomenally. Uh, I think those are adjustments that should have been made in a moment. You know, in this postseason, I like Coach Tommy T's game-to-game adjustments. Those were kind of all right, but his in-game adjustments was definitely lacking in this series. I don't know if the game was just moving too fast for him, but it's the last game. Like, it was win or go home. You got to play who's cooking. I understand, Cat is one of our main guys, and he's been cooking for us in from time to time basis. But you in a game like today, you gotta go with who's playing well. And Landry Shamet was playing well. Even when they put him in garbage minutes, he started turning up. And I'm like, bro, like what could have been if he was on the court? You know for sure they're trying to take the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hand. How we don't have somebody who you know is playing well, who's shooting well, run him off of screens on outside of the action, and get him some open looks and hope. And especially when Cat was 0 for what from 3-point line tonight? Like 0 for 4? Somebody,
Something like
anybody?
that.
I wasn't prepared. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm loading it up right now. I should have been prepared myself.
Cat was
He was 0 for 4
4
from 3-point line for sure. You know what I
0
mean?
for 4.
8 for 19 from the field. This is nasty work. Right?
This is like 4 free throws from the line.
All free throw shooting. He sold tonight. It's no sugarcoating. Karl-Anthony Towns sold tonight. He did not show up. The 22 points is an overinflation of his of his play tonight. That 22 points felt like 10 for sure. You know what I mean? And it's disappointing. You know what I mean? I listen. I would love Karl-Anthony Towns to be back on this team next year. I don't want no major roster moves. But tonight, especially, I'm gonna land the plane because I don't want to steal everybody else's thunder. But I know y'all gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna just say it. Him refusing to step up on pick and rolls killed us. And I'm gonna land the plane there. Somebody, anybody? Kev?
Sis, you want to go first or?
I mean, I don't even know what to say. And I'm trying not to get emotional because I've already cried. But I cried because I love this team. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
And as much as the loss hurts, it's just annoying because it's against the Pacers. I'm still very, very proud of this team. And I feel like at my tender age of 43, they rejuvenated Anna because I had so much fun this season. And I'm gonna talk about the game. But, just getting to see them in different cities, including Indiana this season, going back and spending 2 weeks at New York and, spending time with Kev and tea time. It did something to me, and it meant a lot. So this season, I guess, will always be special to me. But the game, we just didn't come out the way we did Game 5. We let them control the pace, basically do whatever they want. Defense was ass. Turnovers was ass. You can't win games turning the ball over the way we did against a team that loves to run.
Mm-hmm.
Transition defense, even on the make, was trash. Like, why did we go away from what won us Game 5? I will never understand. 23 assists, although it won us the last game, with the lack of defense, 23 assists means nothing today. Josh really played like shit. And I love Josh. I love the impact he has on our team. I just saw a tweet that he had a broken finger since last game. And that's no excuse about anything. Cat's defense, bro. Fix your knee tomorrow because we need you in the gym before the season starts playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just playing defense. Like, I don't want to see you shooting. I need you playing defense. I need you to pick up picks. Because as much as fans complained about Randall's defense, this is just as fucking bad. This is just as bad. Oh, man. What else can I say? Like you said, it's funny that you said his 22 points felt like nothing because I literally told my friends in the group chat, I'm like, yo, he played like shit even with 22 points. Like, it was just pathetic. because they mentioned Brunson playing hero ball, and I'm like, well, who had it going other than OG? Ain't nobody have it going, and Cat's 22 felt like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look at the score, the plus minus, our entire team was a minus, other than the guys that came in trash time. Everybody was a minus. It's just super heartbreaking. When you get this far, no matter where you lose in the playoffs, once you hit past like the first round, no matter where you lose, it's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's more heartbreaking because you can't tell me anything different than we're still better than this fucking team that we lost to. We're still better than them. We just didn't play to our potential. And that shit is frustrating. But we're still a better team. And I'm going to end it with this. As emotional as it is for us fans and as vested as we are, everyone needs to take a breath, breathe, and don't crash out. This team is in year one together. There's only going up. There's no way that our front office sees us this close and fumble the bag. They're not gonna. There's no way you can tell me that. So everyone just needs to chill, because I've already like 30 seconds after the buzzer sounds are seeing all kind of crazy shit with trades. Just chill. If you're a real Knicks fan, we are far from the worst that we've ever seen. Chill. We're going to be okay. You know, it's okay to mourn this season. It's okay to feel away. It's okay to, you know, say how you feel about the game, but don't turn on this team. Don't turn on this team.
Fingers.
For sure.
Sis, put your heart up, sis.
Hey, my love.
Mm-hmm. My guy Frankie
Kev.
building.
Kev, dímelo, Kev.
Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second.
All right,
Go ahead, Fred.
it's on you.
Okay, so listen, this was a tough one to watch, especially when we was in it in the first half. I mean, the first quarter was like sort of like whoever was throwing the best punch, so to speak. Like the Knicks was up 5, the Pacers was up 5. You know, it was like back and forth. Second quarter, the Knicks were playing pretty good defense. The Knicks were still in it very much. You know, hitting shots. Third quarter now. Again, the third quarter is where the collapse came the worst, because the fact that, okay, you start with a 9-0 run, then you let them get a 9-0 run, and then pretty much take off after that. All right? That's literally sums up the third quarter in about 30 seconds. They had a 9-0 run, got into the lead, got the lead down to about 6. Then Pacers made substitutions, 9-0 run for the Pacers, and that pretty much set the Pacers on their way after that. So, again, this is year one of this team, which we already know is a lot that, without being said, you know, we know there were things that were missing, there were flaws there. But listen, this panel called that the New York Knicks would make the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'd like to shout out my fellow panel members as well, because we did that yet again, guys. Second year in a row that the Knicks and Ish panel has called how far the New York Knicks are going to go in the postseason. So, yes, panel, pat yourselves on the back, fam, because we called it again. We called it again. And for a first-year team, regardless of how you may feel about how this season ended, Knicks fans, for a first-year team, I see promising things next year if the right bench moves are made by Mr. Leon Rose. And I have no doubt he's gonna make some more quality moves to what's available on the market because he's been doing rather well. And I got a little bit of a mini rant. I don't need the button to be pressed because I just want to just talk about it real quick and then I'm Kev speak if he's ready. To that Knicks
Before you do
fan
that,
on
my fault. Before you do that, you know the viewership and the likes ain't matching up. So if you're in the building, make sure you're pressing that like button. It's important. You know what I mean? Whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, hit that like button for sure. You know what I mean? All right, my fault, Fraz. Go ahead.
very good. Wait, where was I at again?
Your rant.
Oh no, where in the rant?
You didn't start it.
No, I was kind of into it. There. I was almost like at the end there. What was I saying?
No, you didn't even start. You said
You
you
didn't
got
start it.
feeling.
You just said to you Knicks fans.
Yeah,
Oh
that's it.
yeah, I know what I meant. No. To the one Knicks fan who posted on Twitter saying that the last 3 trades that the New York Knicks made was bad. Let me send a word of advice to you. If those trades were so bad, why did your team make the East Finals this year if those trades were so bad? If those trades were so bad, why did the New York Knicks have all-stars for the first time in a while this year? If those trades were so bad, why is it that the Knicks are going to have a first-team all-defensive player in OG Anunoby when it's all said and done? So we just gonna sit here and write Leon Rose off the ship like he ain't the one who steered the ship back on course?
Yeah.
Like, listen, and y'all know how I am. I'm gonna need your Knicks fan pass, every other Knicks fan pass who's basically throwing the towel in on this team after year 1. If you feel like you ready to just dismantle the team right now, give me your Knicks fan pass and put all your Knicks paraphernalia up for sale on Facebook Marketplace or something. Right? Go be a fan of some other team.
Yeah. Again, the likes still ain't matching up. You know what I mean? So again, once again, show some love to your favorite panel. You know what I mean? Hit that like button and subscribe. Kev just disappeared. All right, bet. So check it. Check it. All right, so boom. All right. So yeah, let me talk my shit. Let me talk my shit because my daughter about to get mad because I'm about to curse. But she gonna have to deal with it. Because I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. And I'm in the mood because you can hear it.
It's on.
You good?
I can't even hear it. Well, let me know when I should start because I can't hear it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so listen, man. You know, since this game is over, my phone has been going absolutely crazy. With all the people with, you know, the eyes emojis and stuff like that, and what happened to those Knicks, and it's mostly from Nets fans. Yeah, it's mostly from Net fans, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I know a few of them. And then obviously, you know, on social media, it's the Celtics fans and stuff like that. Yo, don't let these fools make you feel bad about your New York Knicks. Don't let these fools try to tell you that this season was anything other than a success, right? Because let's go for one, the Celtics fans, they won't even have the same team next year. That team is going to be blown the fuck up. It's going to be a whole different roster, and they will not be back to championship level next year, for sure, right? And as far as the Nets go, who knows when they're going to be relevant again? They're hoping for draft picks. You feel me?
Think that, Steven.
They hoping for draft picks. You feel me? Most of the people, and you know, the one Net fan that is trying to troll me was 8 years old the last time they made the finals. And they didn't win. So leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't talk. You listen, y'all fools had a super team and didn't make it as far as we did. You know what I mean? So don't let nobody on social media or in the mainstream media tell you that our season was a flop. You know what I mean? This was a great season. It was a great success. All we are worried about is every year getting better than we were the year before. And we did that this year. We were better than the year we were before. I hate the fact that we lost to the damn Pacers again and Tyrese Haliburton's ugly ass face. Oh, I hate him. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, we made it further. They brought back their whole team pretty much from last year. Pretty much the whole team. And they played together for 2 years. Who they traded for? They paid for Pascal this year.
No, last year.
Well, last year.
Last year.
Last year.
It was around the time we got OG.
They didn't
They
make
got
they made a move
Pascal
though.
Siakam at the deadline.
Yeah.
They made a move this year, didn't they? No. Well, that proves my point even more. The team been together for 2 years and they was playing like it. You feel me? Our team was together pretty much outside of 4 players, not including OG. You know what I mean? Because we got him last year at the trade deadline.
Yep.
And he was injured. You know what I mean? He missed some time in the regular season and he missed some time in the postseason. So I didn't include him. But 4 major pieces came back to this roster from last year. And it was a major roster turnaround. And we made it to the ECF. And we're going to be back next year. You know what I mean? We're going to be back next year. Because one of the only teams that was standing in our way was the Boston Celtics, and they're going to be a shell of themselves next year because they can't keep the team together. They're going to have to trade somebody. Porzingis, Brown. If they don't trade one of Tatum or Brown, that means a handful of supporting cast players have to go. A handful of them. Now, that means either they're going to have to trade Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown, or a handful of supporting cast players. That means the Derek Whites. That means the Porzingis. That means the Drew Holidays. The guys who really make that team click and run. They're going to have to make a decision. So, and Cleveland ain't a threat to me. They ain't a threat to me. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, don't let nobody make you feel any way about your team. My bad, Cat, for being super long-winded. Talk your shit.
But listen, it's a little disappointing the way we went out. I thought we played a good half. In the first half, I thought we played pretty good. Even though we was making mistakes here and there, taking advantage of certain opportunities that were given to us, but that's just the way it is when you play a team like the Pacers. You gotta take when you play them, you gotta play perfect basketball. You can't make mistakes. You can't turn over the ball. You can't play bad transition basketball, because they're a team that's gonna push the pace on you and they're gonna run it down your throat. And more or less that's what they did to us today. And that second half, so it's disappointing, but at the same time, like I'm proud of my guys for the season that they gave us. They played hard. Cat proved me all the way wrong. Yeah, he had a bad game today, but for a guy that people call zesty and people say he's soft, this guy was pretty banged up and showed a lot of heart and there's some things for us that we haven't seen in years from a player of ours. You know what I mean? Like in one season, look at how far we've gotten. So you add him and Mikal to this team, and in one season we get this far, and the first time in 25 seasons, in 25 years. I'm sorry. So I think that if we just, like Fraz said, you add some pieces to the bench, upgrade it, some way, somehow. I think next year we right back in track. If this is really our first season together as a team. So listen, man, Leon Rose, we got some work to do. I'm not sure yet how that whole thing is gonna work out. Me personally, I'm
Kev, you breaking up crazy.
You breaking up. We can't hear you.
You breaking
Yo,
up.
you can hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I'm getting off the highway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with Tibbs and what the front office got in hand for us. They got their hands full, pause, in the off season. I wish Josh Hart would have played better, but I didn't know about the broken finger until you had mentioned it, Anna. But still, I feel like he could have played a little bit more aggressive.
For sure.
I wish we would have seen some time with Precious, because I felt like the little bit of time that Precious got, he played some pretty good defense on Pascal Siakam in game 5. But that's no here nor there. There's the game is over. It is what it is. Just time to come back next season, fix the team up, come back healthy. And just, I think our main thing this season is offensively. We know we can put up points. We know we can play with anybody, against anybody, because obviously look at how far we got with this team. But I think the biggest thing that they got to work on in the off season is trying to get players that can play better defense, especially coming off the bench. That's something that I think the Knicks got to really, really work on in the off season. Defense has to be like a real big key to the off season, because our transition in this series was straight trash. It was horrible, bro. They were like murdering us. So, let's see what happens, man.
And I feel like that should have been a thing that how was that not addressed to the point that we at least attempt to do it? You feel me? Like, Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin is going to leak on every miss, right? You know this. And
Right.
it's like it wasn't addressed at all. You know what I mean? Like if it's a 3-pointer going up, you as the weak side, you need to be going back to get into transition defense. But yet still guys are still watching the shot go up, and then is a pass, and Pascal Siakam or Obi Toppin is all the way at the other end of the court by themselves. Like I could understand more like Pascal get the ball and he beats you with a move and he scores, right? I understand that. I don't understand him being wide open. You know what I mean? After a miss. When if the one person is shooting a 3 and you on the weak side, it's your job to run back. We don't need you to rebound. We got Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns. We don't need you to rebound. But it is what it is.
And
again,
that was a struggle. That was a struggle throughout the whole playoffs too. Guarding the perimeter. I mean, I think when Mitch was like our best perimeter defender. Mitch.
Listen, I won't be the you know my motto. I won't be the guy to argue with results. But Tibbs fell asleep at the wheel a few times in this postseason. Uh, and tonight was one of those nights, man. I felt like he just fell asleep at the wheel. Rick Carlisle went into the halftime and made adjustments. And Tibbs said, "We kind of close, so I don't need to do shit." and, and it did not work. You know what I mean? And when he started making adjustments, it was too late. I think Mitchell Robinson on Pascal Siakam should have been the thing. But it's not a thing. I'm not going to sit here like it's a thing that I knew should have happened before it happened, right? I'm not going to say that. You know what I mean? I don't have that kind of foresight. But when I saw it, I was like, bro, why we didn't been doing this since Mitch was in the starting lineup? Turner is not nearly as mobile or an offensive threat as Pascal Siakam is. And Mitch, when he was paired with Pascal, he played hellified defense on that guy. And Pascal killed us all series. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's like shit just took too long to compute for me with Tibbs. But again, I won't be the fool to argue with results and say that I need him out of here. I'm just saying that coming in the next season, two things I need him to do is be quicker with the adjustments and trust his bench more. You know what I mean? That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And just like you build your starting five uh uh to players that you wanted that are your guys, it's the same way you gotta build your bench next season. Find guys that are built for your system that you can trust, that you feel comfortable playing with a consistent four guys off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, Indiana played like what 12, 13
11.
guys sometimes.
They played before garbage time. They played 11 guys before garbage time tonight.
Yo, bro, it felt like they were playing their whole team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so
But that's the
I
thing.
think
Like I don't think that's in him as a coach. Like that's just not in him as a coach, and that's his downfall with us.
but I think that if he finds some guys that he could like really trust, some good young, and you gotta have some size coming off the bench too. Pause.
Yeah,
Like Cam is mad is what? 6'2",
He ain't
6'3".
coming
yeah.
back.
He's not coming
Cam
back.
is
He
like
ain't coming back.
ain't
Yeah,
coming back, right?
no.
Then you got Deuce. Deuce is what? 6'2", 6'3".
They
You
got
got
him on paper at 6'2", but I don't think he's 6.
Yeah, he
Shamit,
probably like 6 foot.
Yeah,
right? Shamit is like another six what?
4. He's 6'4", and I believe he's 6 foot.
6'4".
But he's like light in the ass, so pause.
Right. So then you got Josh Hart, 6'4". We
Mm-hmm.
know Josh play like a power forward, but he's still 6'4". You know what I mean? Like that's a bad matchup with Josh Hart guarding Pascal Siakam. That's a bad matchup. That should not be a thing. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I think that, if you're gonna get some guys, upgrade the bench, get some guys with some high, get some tall wing players coming off the bench that you could add with Josh Hart and Deuce McBride. Those are your two best defenders coming off the bench, and Deuce and Josh. Let's
Mm-hmm.
get like two more guys that are like, let's say, a Jaden McDaniels type player. I mean, something like that. Players like that with some height on them. That'll give us some help because obviously, you know, shout out to Deuce and Shaman and Josh. But you know, defensively, we was getting killed, bro.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Who's what?
Oh, I can't even see who's in the chat because I'm on my
Uh,
phone. So I don't.
Oh, big talk.
Anybody listen?
Open
Any
source.
listen. I'm not paying no mind to haters.
Oh no, Kev. I will get out the way. I
No,
will get
listen,
out the way.
my, my
Put
thing
that
with
comment up,
any
Kev. Hold on. I'm with the petty shit tonight. Listen, man. I don't give a fuck what
He a
team.
Heat fan.
Hold on. Oh, he a Heat fan. Hold on, Kev. Get out the way, Kev.
you
Kev,
a
get out
Please
Heat
get
the
out the
way.
fan,
way, Kev.
like,
Kev, get
Word,
out
get
the
out the
way.
way,
I got
Kev,
this,
because it's
Kev.
time.
Yeah, I got this, Kev.
like,
Get out the
please.
way. I got this. Listen, man. When your team gonna be relevant again? Huh? Answer that question. Answer that question. When is your
I was
team
supposed
gonna
to
be
care.
relevant again? But I can guarantee you, my team is gonna be relevant next year. Probably number two in the East next year when it's all said and done in the standings. You feel me?
Book it.
If not number one, number two in the East next year in the standings, and probably going back to the Eastern Conference
Oh,
Finals. You feel
crazy.
me? So all you sucker fans from other teams, is it gonna be another 25 years? No, it's not. Shut your face. It might be another 25 years before your team be there. Because what's your future? Oh, Bam Adebayo is gonna be your savior, huh? That's the guy who's gonna take y'all to the
Playing?
ECF in the finals. Fuck out of here, bro. Y'all not
Playing?
going to be good. Tyler Hero is not him. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Oh,
again, when is your team going to the ECF? I can't even see his comment right now. Like, when
I
is this
put it
team
up.
going to the ECF? I need to know the answers. You know what I mean? When do you think that's going to happen? Because I'm here to tell you it's not going to happen.
How you
It's
give
not going to
Pat
happen.
Riley a statue and he about to leave?
It's not about to happen.
listen,
You know what I mean? Another 25 years. No, fool, we be there next year, homie.
Facts. What are
And you
you
be in the
talking about?
same position that you were this year, hoping and praying that the Knicks don't win and hating.
And watch it Nixon ish.
And hating. I hope you are. Since you here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, homie. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button since you went out your way to
Right.
pull up the hate. At
And
least
it
you
looked like
should subscribe.
it looked like he probably got a podcast based off his name. So if you do, when we play y'all next year,
pull up,
we do
Let's
pull
collide.
up.
pull up,
Let's
Exactly. We'll
collide.
send you
pull
the
up.
link.
Listen, we don't duck smoke over here. As
That's a
long as it's
fact.
respectful, basketball talk, we talk with anybody. It
Yo,
don't
listen.
matter. Just
Bro,
come
I'm
you
just
couldn't
correct.
have done more than us. You ain't even make the playoffs. You was a
that's what I'm about
playing
to say. They
team,
didn't
my
even make it
guy.
out the play in. How
Cut it
you
They
out,
hating?
man.
got,
That's
they got,
nasty work, gang. That's nasty
How
the
work,
you,
gang.
The Cavs washed them up.
hold
The
on, look,
Cavs
look, look.
washed them up.
Oh, oh, they was in the playoffs for sure. They was.
They was in the playoffs. The Cavs swept
Couldn't even get
their
out
ass.
the. Look, look, how you hating on the Eastern Conference Finals team when you couldn't even get in?
You got the
You
You got
losing.
broom?
swept. They
You
got
got the
swept.
broom?
They
What are
got
you talking
swept.
about? Listen,
Listen,
I'm
any
here.
team that either did not make the playoffs or just got bounced, y'all have nothing to talk about with the Knicks. Because remember this, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of podcasters, a lot of different fan bases from other teams, the media. I mean, it was the Knicks versus everybody.
Kumbaya
And
kids.
listen,
Literally.
we literally beat the odds, bro, in one season. We
Boy
beat
said,
Yeah.
the
I'm
odds.
boy said they've been there for 3 times in 4 years, but the reason that y'all was in
But
the
they
play,
haven't won shit. So
but
shut
what
the
I'm saying,
fuck
no,
up.
but the reason why they was in the playoffs is gone now. He in Golden State.
word. Disgruntled.
The reason why y'all was in the
Disgruntled.
playoffs is in Golden State now. Tyler Hero is your
I
best
really
player.
think
That's
that yo, the Frank,
Oh,
yo,
cap issues
Frankie, I
hurt,
really
don't they?
think. Listen. If we make the right bench moves, Frankie, if we make the we could make it right back and possibly go even further.
Now he's
I'm
right,
telling
and
you.
this is literally what
You
I
know what
was
I
just
mean?
saying earlier. I said, "Yo, what all we looking for is progression." Every year, I was saying this for like the last like 2 or 3 lives that I was here. every year we've gotten better. You know what I mean? Every year we've gotten better. I got faith in Leon Rose to assess what the team needs. I feel like our starting lineup is literally the best in the NBA. And what we need, what he's going to address this offseason is the bench. We're going to get bucket getters and defenders off the bench.
Mhm.
I believe that's going to happen. Because our
And we
starting
made
lineup,
ourselves, and we sorry, T-Time, and we made ourselves a team that a bench player is gonna look at this offseason and be like, yeah, I can go help them and we could win.
you hear what I'm saying? And you know, I forgot what I was about to say, but yeah, it was on the lines of Leon Rose has done a great job, and I got faith in him to fill the needs of this roster. I was about to say, the only player that is not locked in right now for us is Mikal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The only player that's not locked in for us right now in the starting five. Everybody else in the starting five is locked in for the next 2 to 3 years.
Mikal's gonna get locked in.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. But it all depends on what kind of money he's taking. I believe that the season that he had.
4 years, 83 million. Mark my words. Somewhere around 4 years, 83 million.
Raz, I kind of agree with you on that. I ain't gonna lie. But then we gotta solidify the bench. And I believe there's some journeymen, you know, bench players who are solid that are willing to come here and play for less than what they're worth at a chance to get a chip. Yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of players. It's like I'm talking about the guys that's in their 30s and still got a lot to give coming off the bench that could give us the boost that we need. You feel me? Offensively and defensively, we need a lot of two-way players. Yeah, I mean, mid-level to low-level two-way players coming off the bench, guys that could get buckets and also play defense. You know what I mean? They got some size. We got a few minutes before we get off here, but I do want to say this, right? I don't know if the Knicks and Ish staff got free reign to go live whenever they damn well feel, and they know that. But me personally, I probably won't be around until after the finals. I don't want to have to talk about this whack shit. This is going to.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah. So yeah, we probably won't be around till after the finals.
We got one.
What? Got one? What? Pacers. Oh, I mean, congratulations. I ain't really got no smoke for no Pacers fans. You know what I mean? They won fair and square. You feel me?
Ain't winning no more.
Yeah, y'all gonna get swept, but it's cool. Y'all won fair and square. Congratulations to y'all. I hate the shit out of Tyrese Haliburton still, but congratulations. Kev, my fault.
I really think the Knicks beat themselves, man. We beat ourselves, bro. Not playing Knick basketball the way we should have been playing Knick basketball. You know what I mean? We didn't play what got us here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We try to. I felt like at
Kev,
times.
not for nothing, bro. I feel like that's an excuse too. We beat ourselves. You know what I mean? Obviously, we didn't play our best ability.
What I mean by beating ourselves, like turning over the ball. That's what I mean. Like
I feel like
over the
I
ball.
feel like that's a troll account.
Even if it is, I'm gonna lose gracefully. You know what I mean? I ain't got no smoke for Pacers fans or the Pacers.
Nah. But
everybody else can get work.
All that other stuff is what really caused us to lose this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we'll see them in a minute singing "Kumbaya" by the campfire with the rest of the squad.
Yeah. OKC in 4 for sure. You know what I mean? Obviously the agenda is for Shea to be the face of the NBA. And yeah, y'all about to get swept. But y'all won this series fair and square. I ain't got no smoke for no Pacers fans, for sure. You know what I mean? Congratulations to y'all. You know what I mean? And he said congratulations for us on a great season. It was a great season for us. And I want that to be remembered. You know what I mean? Like from Knicks fans and other hating ass fans, if you're in the building, make sure you press that like button because the viewers and the likes ain't matching up again. You know what I mean? I would really appreciate it. We would really appreciate it if you press the likes. You know what I mean? Thank you.
Your
Thank
boy.
you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Listen, I respect it. Just gotta win. He ain't coming here talking shit. Just showing love. You know what I mean? It was a great season. It was a great series, even though the wins and losses didn't really like project that. You know what I mean? It was 4-2, but it was still a great series. It was interesting games all the way around. You know what I mean? But I was saying something before a comment was up and I forgot. Damn. What's going on? But yeah, man, you know, I was talking about us not, doing a show during the finals. Yeah, we're not going to be here during the finals. We will be here as soon as we can after the off season. I mean, after we get together and find out which day is best for everybody on the panel. You know what I mean? But I do have a project for the panel members. You know what I mean? This is going to be a topic. Free agents or trades, but mostly free agents because I really don't want to trade because that means that we have to give up somebody in the style. Free agents that y'all looking for the Knicks to sign to solidify the bench. That's going to be a topic. But other than that, man, I'm proud of this team.
Fuck them picks, Breezy. Fuck them picks. It's still fuck them picks.
Wait.
Hold on. Mikal had a great game tonight. Oh, I was waiting for you to pull up. Hold on. Oh, Fred,
wait.
Because I'm about to cook him. Leave
Wait, Breezy. Can I quote you for a minute, Breezy? Because I remember it was a certain Kumbaya King Breezy that said that teams that didn't make the playoffs can't be talking, right? So why are you even talking, right, Breezy? Remember that, right? I know you remember that, right?
Especially when their player's foot was on the line, when it mattered most.
Yeah, listen.
You don't even know what it is. You don't even know what it is to get this far.
You brag so much about the Knicks making the second round. Now look, we made the ECF. Have the Nets made the ECF since you've been in Brooklyn? What's the answer, Breezy?
Yeah, listen, man.
Go ahead, T-Time.
No.
Yeah, listen.
Go ahead, T-Time. Cook 'em.
Listen, man. I can't hear the music because I would put my rant shit back on. Yeah,
Nah, you don't need the music.
But
Cook 'em.
Listen, man. Yo, Breezy, answer this one question for me. When y'all gonna be relevant again? I know the Knicks is going back to the playoffs next year. Are the Nets? Matter of fact, when do you predict the Nets is going to be a playoff team again?
No, wait. Let's ask the real question.
Hold on.
When are the Nets gonna beat the Knicks again?
Look, Frash, you taking my thunder, bro. I'm building up to something here. You feel me? I'm building up to something here. So yeah, when the next time y'all gonna make the playoffs? I did it the wrong way because I should have started saying when the next time you're gonna make the second round, or when the next time you're gonna make the ECF, when the next time you're gonna make the second round, when the next time you're gonna make the playoff, when the next time y'all going to have a winning record, then when the next time y'all gonna beat the Knicks. Because last time I checked, it's 10-0, and you in here talking about Mikal Bridges, and Mikal Bridges had a great game tonight. Tonight, loss wasn't on Mikal.
Listen, he said
Mikal did everything tonight in this series that we traded them 10 picks for. We traded those 10 picks for defense and a third to fourth option in scoring. Mikal was very efficient tonight. We won game 5 off the strength of his defense. It's fact. He was very solid this series. But here you go talk. What you talk about? Mikal can't stop nobody. That's a lie. Put that up on the screen. You know why this is a lie? Because if you look at the numbers, he's one of the most efficient defenders on the team.
He just be yapping, bro. This
He
guy
just
be talking.
yapping.
No, he
No,
don't talk
because you know
with no
what,
actual facts.
bro?
With none
Because
It's
whatsoever.
cause
you know
Mikel's
why?
not wearing the Brooklyn Nets jersey no
You
more.
All
know
right,
That's
we're gonna
why?
why.
stop
Because
this. You know why? Because he's not
he
getting no shine with Knicks fans.
yo this
He clout chasing on our show.
yo
Fuck out of here.
this nigga don't be knowing nothing, bro. He just be talking.
Yeah,
That's
we out of here with
crazy.
him.
Like,
He just be
he,
talking.
Wait,
But look,
sis, he can't clout chase. He got exposed as a Knicks fan.
We're not entertaining his dumb shit because he ain't worth it.
You clout
he said, "Who
chasing,
Mikal
man.
stopped this series? You did not see Game 5, you dummy. You not see Game 5, you dummy. Mikal was 1 for 7. What are you talking about, bro? Niggas be chatting. Niggas be chatting, bro. But the crazy part is your team is dirt. They're going to continue to be dirt for a very long time. You sitting there every night for the last 2 to 3 months, been reporting about the fucking draft. The draft you've been reporting about for 3 months, bro.
The one they're getting the 8th pick.
Yeah. 8th pick. Y'all tanked for the 8th pick. And y'all still gonna be
Damn.
dirt.
And still might
Y'all
not even
still
get a
gonna
good
be
pick at
dirt.
8.
I'm gonna post this comment because I think that's some real shit right there from a Pacers fan.
Nah, I
That's
agree, and I'm
crazy.
gonna tell you why. I said it on a previous episode because of how we played OKC them 2 games. Remember, we only lost that OKC game, the first one in OKC, because of the fourth quarter. We led by 9 going into the fourth in that game. You understand what I'm saying? And the second game, we was in it at the Garden as well. Deuce did one hell of a job playing defense on SJ. Held them to 18 points. Let's be real. And again, we lost it in the fourth quarter. So listen, he's got a point, and I respect
Shout out
that
to
coming
Big
from
Chrome
that
for the
Pacers fan.
sub
That's what
too,
I'm saying. I
bro.
respect it because it's so easy that people just hate on us because they just hate New York. They just want to see us downfall instead of just giving us props, bro. Y'all did good. Tough loss. You know what I mean? Like y'all hate us so much. And this is why Knicks fans go so hard. That's why y'all think we obnoxious. Because everybody want to hate us for no reason. We ain't been valid for 25 years, but y'all hate us.
Yo, you know this is what's so sickening about like watching this ECF. TNT made it their business to make it a pro Indiana telecast.
Facts.
Every game was pro Indiana. We already know the inside the NBA staff hate the Knicks and they're pro anything against the Knicks. It was like that all postseason. And then every night we gotta fucking listen to Reggie Miller on the telecast. The nigga came in all black tonight, and we supposed to get unbiased commentary. Stan Van Gundy been a hater too because of his brother left. Been a hater. He never give us a fair shake. And we had to deal with that all ECF. It's nasty. You know what? And this is for TNT. I'm so fucking happy that y'all are over with. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because you guys are disgusting, biased, and unfair. Nasty. Good fucking riddance. Inside the NBA is on ESPN. ESPN sucks too, but not as bad as TNT.
Kick the butt.
Because you mean to tell me you couldn't get Mike Breen for one New York Knicks game? For one. I had to listen to Stan Van Gundy and Reggie Miller for 6 games. 6 games. That is disgusting work. And y'all allowed Reggie Miller to show up in all black and talking shit. Oh, y'all know what time. That is nasty. It's bias.
Talking about everyone knows I own the Garden. Nah.
And then you look at the NBA, for you to allow this to happen, 2 screams loudly on your end. You know what I mean? It's a bias.
Shows the agenda.
And that's a fact.
You know what I mean? It's bias. But yeah, what we doing, what we talking about here, you know what I mean? Listen, if your team ain't make the ECF, shut up. If your team is waiting for lottery picks, shut up. You know what I mean? Shut up. That what are you
And,
talking about?
and if your team can't beat the New York Knicks 10 times in a row, soon to be 11, shut up.
I got another very specific one, right? Another very specific one. If your team hasn't made the ECF since you've been a fan, shut up. Because we all know somebody wasn't a fan the last time their team made the ECF. So shut up. Shut up. Since you've been a fan, your team has never done what we done.
And
With,
remember,
hold on,
we got,
with more attempts. Because remember they've been in the finals more than us. Yeah, with more attempts.
that's right.
Y'all haven't been where we've been. So shut up. That's all I'm saying. Worry about lotto picks, homie.
Right. Bandwagon
Yeah, man.
breezy, you know.
Worry about
Do I
lotto
gotta go
picks.
get the picture? Do I gotta go get the picture for you? Kev, where the picture at?
But hold on. Wait. Watch out. He ran after he posted this. He said good night right after he posted this. First of all, everybody knows. I'm the Gordon Ramsay Wolfgang Puck of cooking this dude. You know what I mean? I'm the Iron Chef when it come to cooking this dude. I was doing it for what 4 seasons, cooking him. Even when his team was good, cooking him. Now he's lucky I was disinterested because his team was trash. Like, why am I gonna do this? This is easy pickings. And then every time we on the show, he's conceding. Every time it's like, what's the fun in this, right? Like, yeah, we're not really that good. So yeah, y'all gonna it's like tea time. Yeah, we're not that good. You feel me? But it is what it is. I mean, oh, hold on. I'll be right back, y'all.
But wait, Kev, you remember this, Kev? If you can hear me, he said it was the Patrick Ewing layup that did it for him. It was the Patrick Ewing layup that did it for him, right, T-Tom? It was the Patrick Ewing layup that did it for him. You remember that?
Bro, you could. He said, "Watch the player. You could watch whatever playbacks you want, and you'll see the truth, bro.
Right.
You know when somebody is built up off their own hype and is delusional. That's him. That's
Yeah.
him. Delusional. Because I was killing him with facts. He was killing me with feelings but we'll do this, and if we do this, and we're going to do this, but
And the bulging vein out the side of his neck,
you know what's the crazy part? He was hitting me. He was hitting me with all the things that they was going to do, and that never came to fruition. If that's cooking me, we're going to do this, and it never happened. But if that's cooking me, heard you, heard you. You know what I mean? Because I literally, you know why I am the Iron Chef? Because I told him exactly what was going to happen, and it was early in the show. They got all these people. I said, yo, things are not going to go their way, and they're all going to leave. And exactly what happened. Things did not go their way, and what happened? They all left. All of them. And now look at you waiting for fucking lotto ping pong balls, man. Or envelopes now. It's envelopes. Waiting for envelopes now. That's what you've been reporting about for the last 3 months. Because I was right and you were wrong. Mr. We gonna dominate the decade like the Bulls in the 90s. Who he's cooking, bro?
You see, and you gotta remember, this is all. And for those of you who don't know, This is all coming from a former Knicks fan, all right? Turned Nets fan, all right? He can tell you whatever story he want to tell you at the end of the day.
Oh, I'm
Just
sorry. I'm
go
sorry,
ahead,
Brad.
go ahead, because
Sorry,
you
Brad.
just thought of something. Go ahead, go
He
ahead.
said, nah. I'm reading his comment. He said, I said
Okay.
RJ was going to be a superstar. Did you see RJ play last season? RJ was averaging like 20 something plus for a half of the season and developed
20,
into exactly what I said he was going to be.
22
I
and a
didn't never
half.
say RJ was going to be a superstar, which is cap. You know what I mean? It's definitely cap. I probably said RJ was going to be a star, but not a superstar. And if you remember the second half of the season, RJ Barrett was averaging like 25 points a game. You know what I mean? So again, I was right. I was right. So however you want to slice it, homie, you was wrong. You said y'all was going to win a championship. You said y'all was going to dominate the decade like the Bulls in the 90s. You were wrong. But you see time over breezy. I mean,
I got something to say.
Where?
So the Knicks don't know how to develop players. However, we traded.
Did she freeze?
Yes.
Oh, sis froze.
Big
I
time.
love the team that we have.
Sis,
The
you
team
froze.
of players that
Hold
can't
on.
make
Wait,
it to
sis,
the
you froze.
playoffs.
You said that we don't know how to develop players, and you froze right after that.
Oh, you said we don't know how to develop players, but we develop players that we then now traded for superstars, for stars that have brought us to the Eastern Conference Finals. But y'all developing players that can't get y'all into the playoffs. Like, who gives a fuck if you could develop players? You don't have the fucking team. Your team is trash. You could develop all the young players you want, but they're not getting y'all nowhere. Y'all trash.
You had KD, Kyrie, and Harden, and only made the East semis.
We got rid of guys' talent. Yes, they're talented young players, but they're not fucking Cat. They're not fucking Mikal. They're not OG.
Yo.
Never will be.
Funny? You know what's mad funny? Breezy in the comments lying, because I know for sure I didn't say the season's a failure if we didn't make the finals. That's a lie.
No, you said it's a failure if we don't make the Eastern Conference Finals. You said it many a times on this show. It's a failure if we don't make the Eastern Conference Finals.
We know this.
What are you talking about, OG Rounders? He had 24 points tonight. This is what I'm saying, bro.
Bro,
Stop
this
talking.
guy.
But wait,
this guy it's obvious that this guy just be yapping. He don't watch basketball, bro. He's a highlight watcher.
Yeah,
that's
we
why
need
we
to
call
stop
him Big
entertaining
Fan
him.
Breezy, the highlight vlogger, bro, because that's all he does.
The same way he needed
highlights.
Knicks fans for his group, that's what he's doing in
But
this
wait,
chat.
but wait.
So,
wait. Here he is, a Nets fan, watching the Knicks podcast. How many episodes you done watched this year, Breezy?
For sure. He love it here, bro.
He does. It's a fact. How many episodes you done watched, Breezy?
You know, because
about all of
why
them,
this
right?
the only place where he could talk about playoff basketball, not draft picks. You know what I mean?
Yo, Ben.
You know what I mean? But you know, and this is what I'm saying, bro. This is why you get no credibility, is because when we win, you be MIA, homie. You be MIA. You've been waiting 3 series for this, bro. 3 series. You've been waiting for this. You know what I mean? You've been blogging about draft picks. Y'all see the titles. I don't never tune in because I don't want to talk off-season basketball while we in the playoffs, right? So I've been seeing the titles. Draft picks, lotto picks. Who should the Nets draft? That's what you've been talking about for the last 2-3 months, homie. Like, so this is the only time you could come here and show up and talk, bro. No. If you a real troll, you'll pull up when niggas win too. That's what men do.
He's a troll. He's a crap. He's a
That's what
crackhead
men
troll,
do.
bro.
When you come, you pull up and you talk shit. You gotta take the good with the bad. You be hiding. You be hiding, but you talk about when we don't go live, bro. We grown people, we got lives. These are parents and people with multiple jobs.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we can't make it every night. You don't talk about the nights we don't make it after a win. It's been many
That
a
goes,
nights we don't make it after a win throughout the season.
that goes
And
for
there's
all
many
other
nights we
fans
come on
too.
non-game nights.
You
That
feel
goes
me?
for all other fans too, not just Breezy. All
So
other
boom.
fans who feel that way. How about
So,
that?
so boom. So just like when just how you want us to show up when we lose, you show up when we win. How
Facts.
about that?
Facts.
How about that? We need viewers then too. We don't only need viewers when we lose. We need viewers when we win too. Hit that like button
Word.
when we win too. You know what I mean? But I know what it is. You scared. You scared. You've been that way. You've been that way. Your tone, even when we started the pod in the beginning of the season, his tone was different, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? His tone was different. It
It
was
was
very
always
humble
scared. It was
and meek. It wasn't even fun no more. Like, cause what I'm doing a show for somebody who's gonna be meek and docile. What's the point of that? What's the point of that? Where's the back and forth? You know what I mean? He like it over there when they yell at each other about how bad they are and who need to be
yeah.
traded. But when it comes to the Knicks being good, he can't handle that. You know what I mean? I understand. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna suck forever. Y'all gonna suck forever. Yo, he was like, yo. He said a robbery. OG robbed us. Now we know who's the real crook. Y'all just finally got rid of him. We know who the real crook. That nigga robbed you for 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Nah, that's mad funny. I just got a text message, mad funny. But yeah, you know, good luck trying to beat the Knicks next year, homie.
Word.
I sense 14 in a row. You want to make another bet? I'm fit.
Yeah, you want to lose your money again, Breezy? You know, I'm more than gladly take your money. You know what I mean? Just get it
You want to
ready
make
for
another
me. You
bet?
know,
I'm fit.
you like losing the Knicks fans. You like losing your money to Knicks fans, don't you, Breezy?
Docile, bro. Since you talking about somebody watch the tapes, watch the tapes from the beginning of this season. My boy was meek and docile, bro. He ain't want no smoke, none whatsoever. It was like, yeah, we just hoping that we'll be good. We're hoping that we be good. OG won mad games for us. What are you talking about? Yo, this is what I'm saying. When people were just saying shit, OG won mad games for us this season.
Sure did.
How many games Ben Simmons won for y'all when he was making $40 million, and which was more than what OG was making? How many games?
Free Bag Ben. You mean Free Bag Ben, right? Yeah, that's
not
his
in the
name.
playoffs. That's Cap. Definitely in the playoffs, he won games.
Big Cap.
Played a great game today.
Yo, bro, listen, niggas don't be watching basketball. That's fine.
Big Cap.
You know what I mean? Niggas don't be watching basketball. That's fine. They watch the highlights, they watch the box score, but niggas don't be watching basketball. And that's cool. You know what I mean? If that's you, that's fine, bro. If that's the way you like the vlog over there at, your little Nets joint, that's fine. You know what I mean? But we watch basketball over here. So you just typing shit don't make it facts.
Fans of a team that been giving out free bags for the past 3-4 seasons shouldn't even be talking. All right, your team gets fleeced for free bags, and you go after aging stars, injury-prone stars who we told you were injury-prone before y'all got them. Y'all was so hype and on cloud 9 over the fact that y'all had these stars thinking that they was gonna get somewhere, but Breezy, the vein got bulging out the side of your neck again.
And then
blood
the
pressure
worst part
started
about
getting high. Go ahead.
Even though I don't watch his show because I didn't want to talk about off-season talk while it's still playoff basketball happening. You know what I mean, like they do over there. But he's going to run back there and be like, yo, I was trolling them. I was cooking when he's getting super work right now. But he's going to go over there. Yeah, I was over there trolling Knicks fans. This is what I'm saying. He's the Capalite captain. You feel me? Because that's exactly what he's going to do. I already know who he is as a person, bro. He's going to run back to Big Fan Breezy land and be like, I was over there trolling the mess out of them, and he's getting cooked right now. Benny Hannes, for sure.
With the big wok. Like,
yeah. With the big wok. Now, they don't have a wok at Benny Hannes. They cook for everybody to see. That's what I meant. He's getting cooked for everybody to see. Oil on the frying pan. Big flame.
Big flame.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's what Net fans do, man. They hate.
Yeah, because they ain't got nothing better to do.
Bro, who's nervous about a team who didn't even make the playoffs? How does that even make sense?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Why would I be nervous about a team that didn't beat us in 10 tries?
Can I respond to that real quick, Breezy? Nervous about what? Just remember one thing, Breezy. If anybody's nervous,
it's playing one-on-one against Fraz.
If anybody's nervous, it's you playing me one-on-one. You got your wins because of Knicks fans in the summer. Remember that. We carried you. We carried you.
Yeah, for sure. These guys is trash, man.
Got the nerve to be choking, Breezy.
These guys
got the nerve to be choking.
Like, why you even talking the way you do? When these guys, your team is doo-doo, bro. Doo-doo, bro. Like, yo,
cellar dweller.
Hold on. You couldn't even tell me you had a good time watching your team this season. I don't believe you. I don't believe you if you say, yeah, I enjoyed watching Nets basketball this season. I don't believe you. That's a lie. You know what I mean?
Word.
It's a lie if you say, yeah, I had a great time watching Nets basketball. I'm almost positive you saw some games on the schedule and was like, yo, I'm not even watching it. I'm almost positive, bro, that you was like, yeah, we ain't got a chance. I'm not even going to waste my time. You feel me? He said, I make it. Nah. Nobody's nervous when you see a team that you done spake 10 times in a row. Yeah, what he gonna say? Yeah, I bet y'all can't beat me again.
No. You know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say his favorite line. Oh, Cam Thomas gonna get y'all again. Cam Thomas. So you hear from this guy.
I'm scared of you being like, yeah, but we gonna beat you next time, though. Yeah, I'm scared of that. You lost 10 times in a row. And I'm up $10, you bum. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean?
You're not the only one.
If you want to bet again on another sweep, I'm with that too. You know what I mean? I'm up $10.
He don't want that. He don't want that.
What the heck, right? What the heck,
put
big
your
fan?
Put your $5
Let me know
up
right now, because we about to get off the live. Are you ready for another $5 bet that the Knicks will sweep the Brooklyn Nets? I'm with that. You know what I mean? Let me know. Before we get off live, because I know
I second that.
I know you still there. Don't go missing now, homie. You know what I mean?
Word.
Don't go missing now. You got a lot to say. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yo, put Jimmy J1 comment up.
For sure. For sure.
Big facts. This is big facts.
Yo, I only got to get. Yo, the Nets were so trash. I was only allowed to get McDonald's fries like 2 times this year. You know what I mean? I'll be cashing in. Before I was cashing in on them free McDonald's fries. You know what I mean? So this year I only got to cash in like twice because they suck. You know what I mean? But yeah, Big Fan Breezy, I know you still in them comments. $5. Knicks sweep the Nets, nigga. For sure. I'm with the shits. You know the vibes. I'm like, this season, I'm probably like 4-2 on bets with the Knicks. So yeah, I'm still playing with house money.
If
Well,
he want to,
it's
if he
crickets
want to,
now,
he
ain't
can
it?
make it 10. Yeah, it's crickets.
Crickets now, ain't it? You know what
He
I mean?
ran. You
Niggas
know,
be
he
having a
ran.
lot to say until you start talking that cheddar. You feel me? Yeah. The Knicks is all this and that. All right, put your money where your mouth is. You got a team, I got a team. Who's the better team? That's the best way to do it. You feel me?
I'm 3-0 in bets against Nets fans. They don't want the smoke. They know
For
better.
sure. For sure. Hold on. Oh no, I gotta call him. Because I got a bet with somebody on his page. And I can't remember if the Knicks make the ECF or is the Knicks make the finals. But I think it's if the Knicks beat the Celtics. I can't remember. But yeah, it was $100 bet. I need my money.
Yeah,
Word.
somebody better pay that. Yep, pay that
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah, word. Yeah. But yeah, he obviously scurried on up out of here. I get it. I mean, niggas start talking money, niggas be scared. They got a lot to say until you start talking about money. But yeah, we out of here or not?
Go ahead, do your spiel.
Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. I mean, if you didn't already do so, hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. If you're new to the page, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Set it to all. You know what I mean? Boom. Yeah. And, we got the link going across the bottom of the screen. You know what I mean? Said, bring what to you next season? You want to bet? Yeah, season series. You know what I mean? I'm not betting the sweep against the Heat, but I bet the season series for sure.
Oh, we got another one?
I bet the season series for sure.
Oh, he must be he must be somebody who watches Breezy because he
Oh,
was
he
talking
said
in
for
the
sure.
comments.
He said, "Are you saying on a season series?" I need you to type out, "We're betting on the season series," and name your price. Yeah, what I mean, say we
And
betting on the season series and name your price, and it's a bet.
and
For
do
sure.
remember we got to record it, so don't try to
I got
front.
yeah,
You
I got
dig?
and I'm not betting over $100. FYI. You know what I mean? So if you're one of those people, let's do $1,000. That's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So at 100 and under, we could do that on a. Oh no, we about to get off. I'm not sending no links right now, homie. You know what I mean? Like we really about to leave. So just say that we betting on the season series. You know what I mean? He says, send a link so you hear who I am. Big Tone.
I've been watching Breezy.
Nah,
That's
you
why he
in my
asked.
rain. What does that mean? What does that mean? You know what that means, friends? You in my rain?
What?
Are you in my rain?
I don't know. That
He said,
must be some
cool.
Miami talk.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, he said, cool, I'll be back over. All right.
That ain't sound right. That ain't sound right. Fuck you
But what we
mean?
betting on, homie? Are we betting on the
Word.
season series and what's the total, what we arrange? Yeah, I bet. We in my range. All right. So are we betting on the season series and name the dollar amount on the bet? That's it. You know what I mean? $100 bet for sure on the season series. Who has the most wins throughout the season? Like between when the Knicks versus the Heat. That's what we're talking about.
It's gonna be funny.
You know what I mean? That's
It's gonna
it.
be fun. It's gonna be hilarious. You really think Tyler Hero's gonna do it for you? Really think Tyler Hero
He
and
said,
Bam
"Bet."
do
He
it?
said, "We'll call it when he come on." All right, I respect that. You know what I mean? I respect that. So we got to keep in mind before the next Knicks Heat game, we got to have him on the show. You know what I mean? So I could collect my money. Yeah. So
He
yeah,
about to pay up.
again, I'm gonna do it one more time because I lost where I was. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Press that like button. Sharing is always caring. If you're new to the show, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Set the notification bell to all. And yeah, I mean, if you want some Knicks and Ish merch, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And if you're on YouTube, just go to the YouTube page and it's there. You get your merch straight from YouTube for sure. Yeah. I can't tell you exactly the next time we'll see y'all. Yeah, I mean, because our off season is really short. You know what I mean? We're gonna let the finals play out, and then after the finals, we'll coordinate to see what day works best for the team, and we'll be here to talk at least once a week about the future of the New York Knicks after this really great season. Remember, y'all, this was a great season. Proud of
And
this
before
team.
I,
Yeah, Frax.
no, you ain't done. I'm gonna just wait because I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
finish. This one.
Thank you, Matty Smooth. 51 and 31 season, first 51 back-to-back seasons in 20 years. First time to the Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years. Leon Rose says we will be contenders in year 5. And if you in the Final Four of the NBA in the postseason, you are absolutely a contender. Leon Rose ain't never lied to us, and Leon Rose we trust. Next year we will be better and we will be back. And oh my God. As long as Cat learn how to play some defense. But yeah. Yeah, Frank.
And before I say what I usually say to end the show, I just want to thank everybody who pulled up this season, all the new subscribers this season who pulled up to watch Knicks and Ish here. You know, we wouldn't be here without y'all. You know what I mean? It's much appreciated to all of y'all coming to view the show faithfully, especially the day ones and our loyal usuals who are always here. We ain't forget about y'all neither, but yo, thank y'all for real. Thank y'all for being here. We could be anywhere else in the world,
But you here with us.
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
So, with that being said, yo, sis, hit the outro.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives, I'm cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back the melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like Logic's ethnicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it.